welcome to another one of our reviews. I'm the Worm, and this is the Proton. Today we're doing a review of a disposable cigar. We got this from HouseOfLiquid. We didn't know this was coming, so we did get this free of charge. It won't affect our review in any way, shape or form. So we don't know why we got this, but we did get it, so we are doing a review on it.
Indeed. Yeah, we got this from HouseOfLiquid.com. We've done a couple of their juices before, very good stuff. What we're doing is the Havana cigar, comes in a tube, wicked stuff. A couple of details. First of all, just I'm going to plug it. HouseOfLiquid is also doing WVO organisation, guys. Go ahead, check out their site and check out what they've got about that there as well. Plug done. Price on this cigar before we even unpackage it, €17.95. We're talking around 13–14 quid.
Depending on the exchange rate at the time. Which
some people may think is quite a lot for a disposable device. I just want to point out, in this device there's 5.5ml of e-liquid and a 1350 mAh battery, so even us should last us at least a day. Yeah. That is what it is. They recommend it's going to last between 1 and 4 days, 1 and 3 days, depending on use.
Obviously this is meant to be used like an actual cigar, so it's not something you would use all day. It'd be something you use when you're late at night, the evening sort of thing, and it should last you 3 to 4 evenings, vaping it for quite some time.
There you go. Right guys, we're not going to do a close-up on this, but we will come in closer for you to have a look. This is the packaging, alright, fairly simple stuff. Havana, HouseOfLiquid's Puros 18. Puros is because it's containing El Toro Puros nicotine e-liquid, and 18 is going to be the strength.
Well, we're assuming.
We're assuming. Basically, literally just unscrew it, which I make look a lot difficult. Right, unscrew it, pop out your cigar, and then this is basically what you've got here. It looks very cigar-like, huge cigar-like. Obviously you've got your Puros on there, and in the top is a black silicone bung. I haven't used it before. All you do, pull your silicone bung out and start vaping. That's as easy as it is. So there you go. We have a little,
it's a disposable, similar to like the e-shishas that you buy that are already pretty much to go as you buy it. So this is literally the same. It's even got the little kind of ash effect on the end there. It does light up very slightly. If you do a pull up close to the camera so you can see it light up. There we go. So it does light up like a cigar, very similar. Like it's all in the middle and like the ash builds out around the side. And
the paper finish on it, hopefully you can make this out, guys, is actually fairly good. It's not dissimilar from a cigar, which is ideal because that's what it's meant to be replicating.
Yeah.
We want to point out that as we said, we did do the HouseOfLiquid reviews. We did do their cigar, their Stellar range tobaccos. Absolutely loved them, and we both were passionate about cigars when we were smoking. So this is kind of ideal. I've had a little vape on this morning, Worm has, so I think we'll let Worm have a little vape. It's not had much use, say half an hour by me max, but again, that's 5.5ml of e-liquid's massive. And again, a 1350 mAh battery, again, it's massive. In terms of resistance of the coil, we have no idea what the resistance of the coil is. I'm not even going to try, but I'd estimate around a 2.5 to 3 ohm coil based on the warmth of the vapour that we're getting. That's just how it is. The draw on it feels like it would if you was using a cigar. In your mouth, it feels like a cigar, so that's awesome stuff.
Even so much so that I actually want to just bite down on the end of this.
Oh no, I was doing the same thing.
And just rest it in there.
I was doing the same thing, just sticking it in your mouth and using it like a cigar. Really enjoying having this, and it was awesome. They sent it through to us. It was kind of like, what the hell? And then lovely. Like as we said, inside is the El Toro Puros tobacco cigar flavour. We didn't actually try that in the reviews we did, but that is what it is. We'll go into our 5-point hitter, guys, and do a little flapping about some other stuff that got related to this afterwards. But we'll do a 5-point flapper. Do you want me to hit first? Yeah, okay, I'll hit first. It looks like a cigar. Okay, even at this distance, if I glanced, I would say that it's a cigar. If I was in a pub or something like that, I would be thinking that person's using a cigar. The light on the end has a slight purple tinge to it. It's definitely more red though, and you would mistake that as well. So looks is getting a 10 for me. It looks exactly like it's supposed to, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it looks like a cigar. It's meant to be a cigar disposable. It is a cigar disposable. It looks as a 10.
There you go. For me, usability. Well, as you can see, I struggled to open the tube. No, usability.
But once you get it out of the tube.
Pop it out of the tube. I do want to say I messed up them threads last night and I knew it was going to be an issue because we're on camera. usability for me, you pop it out the tube, you remove a stick of bunk and put it in your mouth. I have never had a device as easy as this to use. Never. So it is getting a 10 plus. It is as easy as possible as a device can be.
Yeah, there's nothing else to say. You remove from the tube, take the bung out, puff away. It's a 10. There is no simpler than this. None.
There you go. Awesome sauce. Maintenance. 10. There is no maintenance. You use it and throw it away. There's nothing to maintain on this. So it's getting both a 0 because there's nothing to maintain and a massive, massive 10. But it's no maintenance required whatsoever.
I disagree slightly there. You might, if you're using this for like the 3 days, you may have to just be careful not to spill anything on the side of it so you don't ruin the cigar look of the paper. It's got a tube. But no one's going to put it back in the tube. Let's be honest, it's going to sit on the side, isn't it?
I love it, I do.
So it's still a 10. It's just a 10. It is. No, what are we on? I have no idea.
He's on crack. Flavour and vapour is what we'd be on now. Vapour, I'm getting more vapour than I would off of a Pro Tank one, which is great stuff. It feels lovely and thick. It feels nice and warm. You can roll it around your mouth like you would with a cigar, so that's awesome stuff. Vapour for me, especially for a disposable, 10. Compared to some other devices like Clearomizer, it's still a 10. Compared to a rebuildable, it's not bothered because they're not even the same device. Flavour for me, there's two marks for this. One for the flavour itself, whether it's any good, and two for how it's carried. Flavour itself, I'm getting plenty of flavour. I'm getting it rolling around my mouth. I can still taste it now. So flavour, the actual flavour itself, how it's delivered is getting it's a cartomizer. So for a cartomizer, it's a 9-10. It delivers like a bow would. Flavour, the actual flavour itself, it's a husky, dry kind of tobacco. It's fairly strong. It's not super strong, but I'm really enjoying it. So for me, the flavour that's inside it's definitely a tobacco cigar, and it is definitely a 10.
Vapour for me. There's plenty of vapour, as you can see, guys. Sorry, I was getting a bit comfortable there, vaping on my cigar. The amount of vapour is ample. It's more than you would get off a cigarette. It's a lot more than you get off any other disposables that we tried. And yeah, compared to in its range, it's about an 8 for the amount of vapour. Compared to the actual cigar that it's meant to replicate, it's on par with the amount of smoke you would get from a cigar. It just is. It's I quite happily vape cigars all the time when I was out drinking. I was a cigar lover, and yeah, it feels very reminiscent of a cigar. Flavour. It's a cigar. It's definitely a cigar. It's I can't pinpoint what cigar because it seems it's more like a blend of a few cigars in there. There's a slight sweetness on the back of your tongue, and it's kind of dry on your throat and dry on your tongue as a cigar should be, and it's very nice. It's actually a really good flavour. It's a 10 for flavour of this. It's very good.
There you go. We do want to point out very quickly, if you've been to HouseOfLiquids you'll know, but if you haven't, HouseOfLiquids, their liquids aren't traditional dunks and flavouring. These are more infused the liquid with tobacco, let it steep in an oak barrel, that kind of liquid, so they are very, very good stuff. Overall on this one, for me, is a 10. The price, I think, is relevant. I think the price is about right. To be honest with you, if you're going out on a night out on this kind of cigar, when I was smoking them, I'd spend 20, 30, 40 quid easily. So having it for 12, 13 quid, and it's a very nice flavour, you can use it in a lot of places. Yeah, I think it's wicked. It delivers really well, and it does exactly what it should do. Perfect. 10.
Yeah. For me, guys, it's a disposable e-cigar sort of thing. You're getting 4 days out of it. It's good value for money, and let's be honest, if you was buying actual proper cigars, they're about the same price, if not more expensive, for this sort of size and the amount of use you're going to get out of it. So, plus you can use this anywhere, or anywhere that deems allowed it. Yeah, overall it's got to be a 10. It just is. It's an all-round good device. It works straight out of the box, no hassle, no fuss. Stick it in your mouth and off you go.
That's what she said. Yeah, guys, it is. It's very good stuff. We can't really complain. I'm not being funny, but even me, it will last 24 hours if I'm hitting it hard. A cigar of this size would have only lasted me 2 hours at best, so take that as you will. And I'm guessing that there's going to be different flavours coming of these, so you could pretty much chop and choose, have your preference. Obviously ours would be chivalry, because we love that stuff. We did say there's a couple of other things that are related to this, which is kind of cool. House of Liquids is more of an upscale professional website, we've noticed anyway. So along with buying one of these for the price that we've stated, you can also buy a wooden box, which is like a cigar box for all of your vaping equipment. That's €50, €49.95, which works out to be just over 40 quid. You can also buy 3 of these cigars in a leather pouch. So if you're going on a night out, you and a couple of friends, you'd have the leather pouch, bosh, you hand them out. Very similar to if you had bought cigars.
Or if you're a big cigar vapor, you can
$54.95 for them 3 cigars. Thank you.
Or if you're a big cigar vapor, you can buy a massive box of 25 of them, and that is €345.
Which is 280 odd quid. That comes with the wooden box that you would buy for 50. That comes business office, managerial, higher executive cigar style box that you'd have on your desk, and you'd pop open and puff. Love it. I think that's awesome stuff. You'd be able to sort of put out your electronic cigar, bang.
Let's be honest, they're quite thick. They're I wouldn't say they're quite Cuban sized, but they're
big.
They are definitely big though.
Yeah, it does. You can tell it's going in your mouth. Put it that way. Biggest thing I've ever had in my mouth.
Lies.
No, I don't.
You want to see some of the stuff he eats?
Not true. Right, guys, that's pretty much what it is. We definitely recommend this if you're wanting a cigar when you're on a night out, or you're a cigar smoker and you're looking for an alternative. If you're using these every day, it's going to be quite an expensive alternative. I just want to drop that in. Alright, if you're a heavy user, 1 to 2 days, 12 quid, you're going to have to work the math out yourself, but still probably cheaper than it was when you was using the actual cigars, so it's positive for that. Right guys, thank you very much for watching. I've been Mr. Proton, this has been The Worm. See you soon.